the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, good evening, race fans, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network's continued coverage of live iRacing here. Monday night 360 wingless cars. The Dirt Slingers. If you were here for the first show, you know that it was a heck of a finish there in the Monday Night Thunder 360 wing sprint cars over at Lernerville. These guys down here getting ready to do it on the tiny little bull ring in Lima, Ohio. Quarter of a mile track. You got about 19 drivers, I think it is, checked in for this one. Going to be a fun show. These guys have done a fantastic job every Monday night that they have been on. We're just waiting for a few drivers to get out and do their qualifying. They're qualifying a little bit unique. These guys, they are averaging their laps for their starting position, and then they're inverting. The top four in each heat race. Right now, watching Kevin Click. Got a lot of drivers in that really kind of making a return, coming back to DSR. I see Brandon Steele's name in here in the wingless car, and I saw the Dirt Track Terror show up. Oh, James Tiernan. making it in here in the Wingless car with us tonight. I saw Tim Nichols in the chat. Hello, Tim. It's good to see you, buddy. I hope everything is going well. I'll get with you and get an update from you tomorrow about all the personal happenings. All right, now, Mason Hannigan. A little Hurricane, 12:21. 12:04 for Ryan Gray. Bumps him down. And then James Tiernan comes in at 11:92, sub 12 seconds. First car to do so. He goes to the top of the pylon. We'll get over here. We'll watch old Tiny Dancer. Oh, Daddy Duty today. Couldn't make it to the wing race tonight, but he is in there, and he is 8th quick right now. Skylar Brown, Tyler Shell moving up into the top 10. Shell up to 5th. 12:02. Oh, actually, that's not right. That is a 12:12 up there. Austin Semmelman on track. Semmelman has not been around to race at DSRL for a little while. The Pro Series ended, guys getting back to it. He puts his first lap in. All right, we'll come around on his second. We will see where he falls into the order. And down at the bottom still, maybe already done with his and maybe caught a little bit of a hitch right there. Now jumps up. That was his third lap to the 7th position. Craig Sheeran, regular with the series here, on track. The 19th of 19 cars to go out. Be sure you say hi in the chat, guys. If you're over on YouTube or Twitch, hit the subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, I don't care what channel you're watching from, jump by the Facebook page at the Dirt Racing Network. Give us a like, a share, or follow. Say hi in the chat for sure. Qualifying over. Gonna get ready to go through heat races, so we will move down. We'll look at our drivers. Okay. Maybe we won't. Maybe my cameras are going to act up. All right. On the pole, going to be Austin Semmelman. In that 18 car on the outside, Tyler Shell. Old Gumby going to start position number 2. Wade Fields, the 71 car, will start in position number 3. And on the outside of him, the Dirt Track Terror, James Tiernan. We'll start right there, quickest in qualifying. Zach Jurczyk, 7th position on the starting grid for heat race number 1. And then Eric Wilkie, 24 machine on the outside of that row. Kevin Click will start in position number 9, the 25 machine, way back towards the back. And then Craig Sheeran will start in the 072 on his outside. So 10 cars in the heat. We'll have 9 cars in the second heat. Everybody's going to the feature tonight. Well, we'll keep a surprise, buddy. Garrett and I were talking about on the way home after we talked to you on the phone earlier today, and just no words, really, for all of that. So let us know what's happening. Keep us in the loop so we can let everybody know. All right, now only missing one driver, the 24 car of Eric Wilkie. Not on the grid. He ain't going to have long, and he is going to have to get himself out there. Otherwise, he is going to start at the back of the feature tonight. So these guys have been great the first 3 weeks of the season. We have seen some fantastic racing. We expect nothing less than that tonight right here. So they're going to get ready to roll off. Mr. Wilkie did make the call. I see the 24 car back there outside that 4th row. So they will roll away. Couple of pace laps, and then we'll cut them loose. Shell and Semmelman on the front row, and that's a pretty tough front row. And Tiernan and Fields in row 2. This is a pretty good heat race. There are a lot of really fast cars in here. ready to do a battle. 8 laps going to be our heat race length. Everybody's transferring through, so these guys really just racing for their starting position in tonight's feature. The first green flag of the evening is in the air. We are underway. Through 1 and 2, Shell goes to the top. He's right in behind Selman. A little contact there, Fields and Tiernan. Tiernan really a lot of prowess in these wingless cars. I think he really enjoys these wingless cars a lot more than any of the others. That time had a little problem out of turn 4. We're back around, completing lap number 2. Shell got a great run off the top. He's going to take the lead at the line right there through 1 and 2 in front of Semmelman, and Semmelman's just going to fight right back. These guys are going to go at it for 7 or 8 consecutive laps right here. Hard to take your eyes off the leader, but if we don't look back just a little bit, you're going to miss a great battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Oh, that time Silby lost a car. He's backwards in the outside wall. No caution yet, and I'm not sure why. Probably should have had a caution right there. We'll get back to the front. Going to be 3 to go this time. That time Shell. Just a tiny tap on the right rear of Semmelman down the backstretch. Slider coming in 1 and 2. He'll pull it up the hill. This is a great battle. Heat 1 of the night, and we are already seeing guys wheel to wheel. Now Wade Fields into the mix right here. These two have battled each other hard enough. They've allowed Fields to catch up. It's going to be a 3-car battle in the white flag lap for the win into heat number 1. Semmelman with the slider. Big run. That cut down line works perfectly for Tyler Shell. He comes out of 4 with the lead. He'll get the checkers in heat 1. Then Semmelman, Fields. Hannigan 4th. Then Tiernan, Sheeram, Jurchik, Wilkie. And on down as we get ready to start heat race number 2. 9 cars in this one. And they're going to line up like this. Jacob Denny will start the 61 car on the pole. Vinny Sansone in that 80 machine. And Sansone been very, very good in this series. Already a winner in the series. If I'm not mistaken, has the points lead coming into tonight. Skylar Brown, the 97. He'll start inside row number 2 with Rylan Gray in the 06 on the outside of that row. Then the Tiny Dancers, Scott King in the 118 inside row number 3 with old Garrett Boyd, the face for radio, the 21 car on the outside of that row. And your final row, Jacob Schmutz inside the 1, Cody Terry the 93 outside. The shotgun man tonight, starting position number 9, going to be the 5 car. Returning, long hiatus from DSRL is going to be Brandon Steele. Guys, do not be afraid to say hi in the chat. I see a lot of viewers across all 3 platforms. Say hi. Let us know where you're watching from. Always fun to find out where people are watching us from. Final heat race of the night right here. We will move on. These guys will have a few minutes of warm-up, and they will move right to the feature tonight. All 19 cars going to kick it. I don't think this thing is correct. I don't know if you want to put that up there. Yeah, that one's not the right one. But we're going to get ready to go. It's 30 laps for our feature tonight. It'll go by pretty quick. So if you don't have your popcorn, you better get it quick, because when they start the feature, this thing's going to pop right off here. Green flag in the air for heat race number 2. Newcomer to the series, Jacob Denny. Right to the front. He is not going to be able to get away from that 80 car, I can tell you that right now. That yellow car down on the inside, Skylar Brown, those guys are going to come at him. They're going to stay on him. That time Brown got a little crossed up, gave up a spot to Rylan Gray. So Gray is 3rd, Brown is 4th. Garrett Boyd trying to show some prowess here. He and Scott King battled for a second. Now King takes the spot, Boyd back to 6th. Then Steele, Schmutz, and Terry. But we're going to go back to the front. It looks like Denny's starting to get some breathing room over Sansone. Big slider from Brown. Brown trying to go around Gray. Gray just nice and calmly right back around on the inside. These two are going to go at it side by side. We're going to watch the battle for 3rd. It's the best one on the track. You saw Gray nick the wall. That opens things up and gives Brown the position. Brookston, Indiana. Well, thanks for tuning in. That is like one of the hotbeds for all this wingless racing stuff, isn't it? Glad you're tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the show. Heat 2 coming down to it. Going to be just a couple of laps left here. Jacob Denny out in front of Vinny Sansone, and he's made pretty good work of this. Thought he was going to have a pretty good challenge at the beginning, but it didn't materialize. The white flag is in the air. Denny, Sansone, and Brown, 1, 2, 3, rattling gray in fourth. Scott King said, I don't have any laps on this track. I don't know what I'm going to do. He's doing a pretty good job running in fifth there. But Heat 2 to the newcomer in the series, Jacob Denny. So we'll see him start at the front of our feature. Then Sansone, Brown, Gray, King, Steele, Boyd, Terry, and Schmutz. So we'll watch the boys a little bit here. I paid all the bills at the beginning of the night, so I don't have any to pay, but I am sure Race Control is going to give these guys a couple of minutes to get out there and make some final adjustments to these cars before they put them out here for the big feature tonight. I see drivers rolling away. So we'll watch them roll away. Well, good. I hope you enjoy this as much as you enjoy going to your local track. And hello, Deb. Thank you for tuning in. We know you're watching Old Tiny Dancer, the Rocket Man. Guys getting out there, getting a few laps. They're going to work the track down just a little bit. A couple of them need some final adjustments. Race Control will advance that thing whenever they are ready. We'll let Race Control make the call when they decide to advance it. Not going to put any pressure on them. 30 minutes from the fastest micro sprint track in Indiana. All right. Well, you probably see the little Hurricane Mason Hannigan down there every once in a while, I'm sure. Appreciate you guys all being in chat. Thank you for tuning in. Going to be a good one. 30 laps for our feature tonight. If you missed the 30-lapper, the wing cars over at Lernerville, Monday Night Thunder, you missed a heck of a race. You go back and watch it on any of the three platforms. When you get done here, the top 6 cars were kind of spread apart there with about 10 to go, and towards the end, they got right back on top of each other, and it was a great battle to the finish. J.P. Scheiderer picked up the win tonight, so. All right, looks like we are about ready. Going to get these guys out there, get them
go with it right now
on the track. Sorry about that. We had to get rid of that. I think Race Control about to call the drivers off the track, get them ready to go. Yeah, the guys just stopping because they know it's about to happen. So, well, get that good internet. Let us know when you do. Between myself and Tim Nichols, I bet we can help you out with a little free subscription time to some of the basic content so you can get a feel for it. All right, feature time here at Limaland. DSRL Monday night 360 Wingless Series. 30 laps the length tonight. And they're going to line up like this. Tyler Schell and Jacob Denny, our 2 heat race winners, will start on the front row. Then Austin Simmelman and Vinny Sansone behind that. Wade Fields and Skylar Brown in row number 3. Mason Hannigan, the Little Hurricane, and Rylan Gray in row 4. The Dirt Track Terror, James Tiernan, and the Tiny Dancer in row number 5. Craig Sheeran and Brandon Steele, row 6. Zach Jurczyk and Garrett Boyd in a row number 7. Row 8, Eric Wilkie, Cody Terry, and then Kevin Click and Jacob Schmutz in the 9th row. And shotgun on the A main tonight going to be Craig Silby. Yeah, you get that internet deal fixed up. You jump in here for one of the broadcasts. You let us know you're here. And Tim's usually paying attention. In between here, I will we'll figure some way out to get you some of the basic content. You can give it a rip, see what you think. Usually once you do, if you like racing, you're pretty much hooked, and you'll be a member for a long time to come. Let's see. We're going on 10 years here and another 15 to all the racing sims before that. So I've got 25, 26 years worth of tenure doing this. All right, lights off on the pace truck. Green flag this time by. Going to watch them through 3 and 4 and bring them right into your living room down here. 1 and 2. Green flag is in the air. Shell. No time wasted jumping right to the front. He goes straight to the top shelf. Jacob Denny goes right with him. Sansone is up there. The only car kind of on the bottom right now is Austin Semmelman, as we saw Fields go through the middle. Skylar Brown trying to run the top. I don't know if that's going to work out too good, as his car looked like it bumped the fence. May have slowed him down a little bit. And right now it is Shell and Denny. And Denny's going to go slider in 1 and 2. Up the hill he comes, right across the nose. Shell easily contradicting that. He's going to go right back around. 3 wide for third back there. That's a great battle. Sansone, Fields, and Semmelman from top to bottom. Some of the best on the service right here. And they are going tire to tire, basically, to get this behind that. Skylar Brown, Mason Hannigan. That's rounding out your top 7 cars right there. Once again, battle at the front. Denny went for the slider in 3 and 4, and Shell countered that with relative ease. He's going to keep going at it. Eventually, it's going to stick, and it looked like it may have this time. Shell not content to leave it. Oh, started to go for the slider, checked it up. That opens the door. New leader. Lap 6. Jacob Denny. Now Shell out in front. Fields is up to third. He got around Sansone, running through the middle. They are still 3 wide for third. That is a fantastic battle right there. Best on the track. Almost contact. Almost had a right front into a left rear right there. That time, Semmelman went kind of across the tires up to the infield. He's going to hold on to the position. Keep it 3 wide. Skylar Brown just looking for a place to get around these guys, but the track completely covered. He's got no free lane. Now gets inside Fields. He's going to go around him out of 2. Denny out in front. You can see almost a full second gap right there on the pylon. Shell still hanging on to second, but here come drivers. I don't know who went sideways right there. I saw a car get way sideways. I think he gathered up. I think it was Wade Fields. Yeah, Fields fell back about 4 spots right here. He's got Ryland Gray on the inside, and here comes Craig Sheeran. Sheeran started way at the back of this thing, and he is up inside the top 10 already. Go back to the front. 1.4 seconds back to the car you're looking at right there. That's Tyler Shell in second. Sansone and Semmelman side by side for third. Semmelman had it that time at the line. We're going to reach the halfway point in about 2 laps. This thing ticking off quick. Jacob Denny. Kind of having his way. Bumps the fence. As soon as we put him on camera by himself, he goes up, licks the fence with the right rear tire, and he's going to lose. 10th and a half that time. But he's having his way with these guys here in his first run of the series. Kind of showing these guys where it's at. He's going to be in lap traffic pretty quick. Back here, Shell second, Semmelman third, Sansone. That's the orange and white car up on the top. He sits in 4th. Then Skylar Brown has eased his way into 5th. Mason Hannigan is 6th. Wade Fields around the top of Ryland Gray for 7th. Gray is 8th. Sheeran is 9th. And Jurchik is in 10th. But he's got his hands full with James Tiernan. Go back to the leader, about to be in lap traffic. About half a straightaway now. Silby having a little trouble this evening. Were you seeing Craig Silby run closer to the front? Garrett Boyd is right in front of that. Down to 11 laps to go. 19 laps already in the books. I think these guys could have stood for 50 laps. The way they're clicking this thing off. 2 full seconds right now as Semmelman has gotten around Shell on the bottom. Now Shell says, let me see what's down in the basement. He's going to go around here trying to hang on to third because Sansone is working the top side, and so is Skylar Brown. With 9 laps to go, your leader's finally in lap traffic. He goes around Silby on the top side. Got Boyd down on the bottom here, the 21 machine. That's your next car to be victimized in lap traffic. Jacob Denny holding a 2-second lead, working through traffic. 7 laps to go this time. Semmelman is second, just about to get into that lap traffic. Then Shell, Sansone, and Brown, your top 5. Debut for the 61 car, and he's going to be sad that he missed the first couple 3 races of this season because the way he's driving tonight, he might have been in a good position to pick up the first ever championship for these wingless cars. 4 to go this time. 2.2 seconds right there. Semmelman, Shell, second and third. Sansone and Brown still fourth and fifth. Semmelman about to be into the lap traffic finally here. We're going to go watch the leader. At the back of the 25 of Kevin Click, coming around through 3 and 4. Going to be 2 to go this time. Almost 3 full second lead for the 61 car. Around the lapper. Up to the top side. Click going to give way. Been running the top. Now going to go to the bottom. White flag for your leader. Lost some time getting around the lap car, but still 2.5 seconds. All he's got to do is get it around and get it through turns 3 and 4. And Jacob Denny is going to win your feature tonight. Austin Semmelman, Tyler Shell, your top 3. So we'll get our top 3 around here. We'll get them over onto the front stretch. We'll bring them up into the chat one at a time. Let's go down here, and we are going to talk to Tyler Shell. Let's get him up here in the booth with us. Oh, let's get Austin Semmelman. All right. Tyler Shell.
Hello.
Man, heck of a race tonight. You start on the front row. You come home third. Looked like it was a pretty good battle pretty much throughout. Tell us about your feature.
Yeah, it was kind of just hold off Jacob as much as I could, and then he kind of got out to the lead. And then Austin passed from the bottom, and I kind of just stayed glued to the bottom after that. I just think made a couple wrong setup choices, but the car was still pretty good.
Yeah, fantastic drive. You guys go flag to flag, which is a rarity at any series. But in the wingless cars at Limaland, how hard is it to keep your focus for that 30 full laps? No, you're basically flying a jet plane in a gymnasium here.
Just kind of keep your momentum up. Don't really, if you lose your momentum, it takes a couple laps to get going. So that's the big thing, is just keep your momentum up and not lose too much ground. Well,
fantastic, Roman. I'm sure you got some shout-outs and some thank yous before we let you get out of here tonight.
Yep. Just like to thank everybody that puts this league on, and then you guys for broadcasting it every Monday, and then I was up Sport.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Look forward to seeing you back next week, buddy.
See you.
All right, let's grab Austin Semmelman. Austin, you there, bud? Hello, Austin. Austin Semmelman. Austin. I don't know what's wrong with his microphone tonight, folks, but we will move on. Let's jump back. Let's go talk to the newcomer here. We'll move Austin. We'll come back and talk to second place here in just a minute. Jacob Denny, you got a copy?
Yep.
Well, I think this was your debut tonight, if I'm not mistaken. I do not recall seeing your name in a server before. You come out here and kind of showed these boys where it's at. How does it feel picking up a win in your first start here?
Yeah, it actually feels pretty good. I like this track. I got a good setup here, and I don't usually I run mid-pack with these guys, but it's pretty sweet to finally pull one off.
Well, you showed no mercy in your heat race, and I thought you'd get a little challenge from a series regular and a points leader, Vinny Sansone there. You got away from him in the heat race. Starts you on the front row here for the feature, and you made short work of Tyler Schell. Almost 3 full seconds at the end, man. This group of guys, how hard is it to get to that position, and then how hard is it to stay focused when you get in lap traffic, knowing those guys are going to be breathing down your throat?
Yeah, it was very hard to see in lap traffic with the dust, especially. So not making a mistake was really hard, and I made a couple down the back straightaway, getting into the wall once I got to lap traffic, but just had to be aggressive off the start and get the lead early, and just try to set a good pace and set sail.
Well, a fantastic run, man. Good to see somebody come in their debut and pick up a win. Hopefully we get to see you back here for the rest of the season. I'm sure you got a few shout-outs, some thank yous before we let you head off.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Service Master Clean, Caleb Sheetsy at Sheetsy Designs for making all my paints, and FK Routing to sponsor me in real life too.
All right, man. Congratulations on the win. And like I said, hopefully we'll see you back on track next Monday night.
Yep, thank you.
You're a winner, Jacob Denny. Let's go back and let's see if we can get second place driver Austin Semmelman to talk to us this time.
Hey, you got me, Roger?
I got you, buddy. Well, man, you battled pretty good there. Had to work around Schell, and by the time you got there, Denny was pretty much gone. Tell us about the feature and how you were finding so much grip down the bottom.
Oh, Roger, the whole night was a mess with technical difficulties. My VR went out right before the server went live, so it was my first ever race on my new ultra-wide monitor. First time without racing a VR headset in 3 years, so that was fun to begin with. Man, it was crazy. My wheel came unclamped off my desk right after I got by Schell there. But yeah, we finished second.
Well, there's nothing like being busy in the cockpit when you're already busy in the cockpit.
Yeah, it was interesting to say the least. I was honestly just happy not to crash. I was just trying not to crash for 30 laps and somehow finished second. So congrats to Jacob on the win. That was a lot of fun nonetheless.
Well, flag to flag, which I mentioned, to Tyler, does not happen often. It doesn't matter where you're at, whether it's a hosted session, an official, or in a league. But you guys do it at Limaland, of all places, in these cars. Basically, we were flying jet planes in the gymnasium and the Focus. How you had extra work to do. How hard is you keep your focus without having to fix your wheel and everything else?
It's hard, yeah. I just like to, make it even more difficult for myself because why not, But no, it was great. Everybody did a great job. I was talking to my buddy who was in the race too. We were just saying the same thing. I mean, 30 laps without a caution there is pretty darn impressive. So, hats off to everybody in the field. And look, it only took half hour to do a whole show, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And you just needed a part-time job on a Monday night, right?
Yeah, exactly. I did more work just now than I did actual work all day today. So, might as well get it done now.
All right, well, you got some shout-outs for us before you head out?
Yeah, Scott King for sure for doing my cars, SKD and all he does for the series, and yourself as well, all your partners and everybody that makes this happen, everybody for tuning in.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Look forward to seeing you back next week.
10-4, thank you.
Austin Semmelman runs second tonight. Let's look at our official results. That wasn't it. That's it right there. Here we go. Jacob Denny, in his debut, picks up the wins. Austin Semmelman was second, Tyler Schell third, Vinny Sansone fourth, and Skylar Brown was fifth. Mason Hannigan finishes sixth, Wade Fields was seventh, James Tiernan eighth, Brandon Steele ninth, Craig Sherram comes home in 10th tonight. Zach Jurczyk, and I'm sure that's a new driver. I've never heard that name in this series before, and I should know. I broadcast every single one of them. He comes home in 11th in his debut. Rylan Gray in 12th. Cody Terry 13th. Jacob Smuts was 14th. 15th went to Tiny Dancer Scott King. Eric Wilkie 16th. Kevin Click was 17th. 18th was Garrett Boyd. And rounding out our field tonight, Craig Silby in that final spot. Just did not get things going there in the 7 car. Normally we're used to seeing him go forward quick. He just didn't get that to materialize. So hopefully we'll see a rebound for him next week. Thank you to everybody for tuning in, guys. That was a heck of a show. The guys went flag to flag. First time in a while we've gotten to see a flag to flag anywhere. Made for a very short evening. I'm going to be very happy about that as I skip my dinner to come do all this tonight. So I'm going to get a chance to go eat before bed. Don't forget tomorrow night, Pretend Racing Online Sidewinder Dirt Series Pro Late Models, 9 o'clock Eastern. Guys will be in round number 3 overall, round 2 for the PLMs. Should be a heck of a show. They put on a great show last week in the 360s, and they never let us down with their fantastic racing over there on Tuesday nights. Tune in for that. Say hi in the chat. Doesn't matter where you are. YouTube or Twitch, hit the subscribe button. If you're on any of the Facebook pages, come by the Dirt Racing Network. Like, share, and follow. You'll know each and every time we go live. Then Wednesday night back here at 8 o'clock, Dominic Santino will be back on the call for the General Tires Winter Nationals, presented by Tim's Sims, powered by iRacing. Presented by the Dirt Slingers Racing League, Wednesday Night Warrior Series, Big Block Modifieds. Those guys be in about round number 5 of the season of 12. So be sure that you're here for that. We're going to re-air last Monday night's 360 race, hopefully Thursday or Friday night. So watch for that. Until we see you guys the next time, for Dominic Santino and myself here at the Dirt Racing Network, everybody keep it dirty, stay safe out there,